Hi, everybody. It's Laura. It's Cooking in the Kitchen. I am going to be having a dinner party tomorrow. So I always try to do things ahead of time. So what I'm showing you today is an asparagus side dish. It's really nice for the holidays, but it can actually be used any time of the year as a side dish. So I have a glass pan here, and I have cut and washed my asparagus. So I am having a dinner party, so I'm doing enough for at least 6 people. So what I did is washed and trimmed the asparagus, and I'm just trying to line it up here in my dish. So this was about two bunches of asparagus. And so I'm just layering it right here in along the dish here. We eat with our eyes, all of our senses. So because the green color in this, and then wait till we get to the tomatoes, bright colors. And so eating it should be a full sensory experience. So we should be able to enjoy what the food looks like before we even taste it or smell it. So that's it. I'm just lining up the asparagus on my glass dish here. That is good. You guys can see that. Now I'm going to top it with a little bit of olive oil. This is a heart healthy fat. You want to make sure you use the one that's for sauteing and cooking. And so I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of this over my asparagus. Again, you know me, guys. I don't usually measure. And then I'm going to add some salt and some pepper. Now, if you're watching your sodium, you can go with a salt-free, like a Mrs. Dash or seasoning that is salt-free. So a little bit of salt and some pepper on here. And now I just want to toss this in the olive oil to make sure that all the asparagus gets coated in the olive oil. So we're going to be baking this. So we want a nice roast. So roasting of the vegetables, you want to make sure that olive oil is coated all over the asparagus. So just a quick toss is all you need to do. Again, I'm actually not serving this today. I'm preparing it for tomorrow. So that's another time-saving tip. So that tomorrow when I'm entertaining, this is ready to go. So this was olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then what I'm going to do is layer in the middle. I had some fresh Parmesan cheese. You can use like shaved Parmesan if you want, but I had some fresh, so I grated it. So again, super versatile, however you want to do it. So to make it look really cute, you line it up right in the middle here of the dish, the best that you can. I'm going to say this is probably about 4 ounces of cheese, but again, you'll need to just eyeball it depending on how many servings that you are making. Look how cute that is, right in the center. The last ingredient is tomatoes. Now the recipe asked to use the small little cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes and then cut those in half. But I don't like those. So I'm using 2 Roma tomatoes and I diced them. So I'm adding a little bit of olive oil to the tomatoes, just a couple times around there. And then I am using some jarred garlic. If you have fresh garlic, you can use that as well. Just a little bit to toss in with the tomatoes. My family doesn't like a whole lot of garlic, so I did probably a half a teaspoon or so. So depending on how much garlic you like, again, you can either use fresh and chop it up or the jarred garlic. I suppose if you didn't have either, you could probably just use some garlic powder. That would work too. All right, so I'm just tossing it around a little bit. Olive oil and garlic in there. In my diced, these are 2 diced Roma tomatoes, but again, you can use the grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes. And of course, to try and make it look really pretty, you try and get it into the center as best you can. Just like that. Look how cute that is. So again, it could be for a holiday dish, could be for a side dish, could be a party. You may want to bring this to a party or just have it with a dinner meal. And so what I would do now is put this into the oven at a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes, till you can see that the asparagus is cooked. I got 2 bunches here, so it may take a little bit more than that. But for now, I'm actually not going to cook this. I'm going to cover it with some tin foil, and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator. Then it'll be ready to go tomorrow when I am with my friends and entertaining. Last step, if you wanted to, is that balsamic glaze, which is like a balsamic vinegar, but it's much more condensed. So the sugar content is much higher. That would be like the finishing touch once it is all cooked, to just put that on there. I don't have any of that, and so I'm not going to be doing that tomorrow for my dish. So thank you so much for watching. The recipe will have a picture of what it looks like cooked. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.